Hi everyone, my name is Roberto Coscia. I'm a QA engineer, a principal QA engineer. I worked in this sector for over 6 years, and I worked in different domains such as the medical, the media, the social media, and the HR sector. In today's video, I'm here debunking the myth of Manus AI hype because I believe that it has been everyone is talking a lot about this in such a way that it's fantastic tool that is changing the world for the better and is substituting programmers. I'm gonna debunk this myth. In this video, I will attempt to save you hundreds of hours in researching these hiding tools that they've automated the development, saving probably you time and giving you some alternatives too. As we know, Manus is a general AI agent that allow to basically build full stack application with the agents, and it promises to complete start to finish application you have in mind. It does that with the UI that allow to giving a prompt. It gives you a solution made by agents that finally completes the front end and back end of your application and completes the development independently of your app with little to no support. Some of the case studies that are shown, I will not really go through with them, but just as an introduction, it can analyze stocks, it can research AI product, it can do a lot of things, but you must consider that this application requires an invitation. So in order to use it, you need to give your email and hopefully you will get an invitation code which will allow you to use it. But are there other tools that do the same? And is this a breakthrough in the AI world? Well, it is not. While it is important to acknowledge that the tool like this is definitely something that make us reflect on what is the power of these coding tools and what can be done. First of all, we already have tools that allow us to build full stack web applications with the same efficiency or similar efficiency that Manus does. You must know that Manus is just a wrapper of Claude Sonnet 3.7. It is a wrap done very well, such that it performs very well and top benchmark, completing 75% of real world tasks. By the way, is something nobody can use, very few people could use. You must have been sending this invitation very, very soon at the beginning to use it. It is not basically possible to use for most of you. So, what are the alternatives? And is this Manus AI a hype, considering that we have already all these tools at our disposal that probably not many people know, or many people also know. Other people don't know how to use them. They didn't have the opportunity to use them, but they pretty much do the same things. So there are two tools I want to talk about that can do, I believe, the same job that can do us. One of that is you have to pay for a subscription, and is Cursor, which I personally use and I find it very effective to develop full stack web applications. This is the website of Cursor, and you have to download for Windows or for I believe that there is also for Mac and other operating system. It uses VS Code as the base. And as you can see, this is the interface of Cursor. I just opened the project that I worked on, and you have the chat, you have the composer, that's it is an agent, Backfinder, the chat, and the copilot. The composer function, in fact, is an agent. Basically, if you write a prompt, well done, to build a web application, a front-end web application, or also the backend, it can do it autonomously and provide the code, run the code, and show you in local. You can also use the chat, which allow you to have more step-by-step control of what you're doing. It's something I still prefer right now to use to have control and give small, achievable goals rather than the final web application. There are ways to use cursor to the maximum that I explained in another video that I made in, if you check, shoot videos earlier, and there explaining how to use it optimally and using the cursor, the tools file, and the settings that that you must implement. By the way, this is an example of an application I built with it using Claude Sonnet 3.7 as the LLM inside Cursor. I built a YouTube script generator that uses title, SEO, and creator information to develop basically a YouTube script. We can see that it works. I will not write it the full script. Now generated a script. It generated the description that I can edit it. It generated the YouTube tags and even gave me a recording. Basically, I can record the video right away in the same application, download the video, and change between webcam and tutorial view. The webcam now is not, for some reason, I didn't activate it. After I'm using for this video, that's why it's not showing it. Otherwise, it will show, and you can download the video. And pretty much, you have everything done. You have also the teleprompter of the video showing all here. This is not this cool. This is all being created by Cursor. This can be created by Manus AI, but we have already everything we need to create the same thing. And watch out that these tools like Cursor, they're gonna become better and better, and they're gonna be very soon. They're gonna be all like Manus. So we don't need basically to use Manus to have the same effect and to perform the same action that you can do already with Cursor. You can also use another tool which can allow you to do many things like Manus does, which is Klein. To install Klein, you need to have Visual Studio Code, which is in a development IDE. To install it, you need to go to click this icon, extension, search for Klein, and install it. Once you install it, you will have this icon showing up and where you can start basically the development. As you can see here, is an example of an app built by a prompt. You can ask questions to the prompt using a VI key. If you use DeepSeek, it's super cheap. Really, you can develop for free almost. Or you can develop totally for free because you can use Llama, which is an open source LLM, and develop everything for free. If you see here, this is basically doing that. It's asking a prompt, you can approve the prompt and then run the app, see the app. This is basically Cursor for free. And not only this, if you use MCV server, so basically here you can start for free, you can click open and you can register. Like so, you can request the access to it. And in 1 second, you will already get approval. So now you can see that you can use already for free. You can use the MCP marketplace, which allow even to integrate you with the web search, with the browser use. Basically, client, it becomes your Manus AI, totally for free. As you can see, I clicked to MCP servers to the text that was showing here right away. And you can see you can add the browser tools, Solana agent, base, Graphlit, email sender. You can interact with your emails. You can interact you can book stuff, restaurant, holidays. You can purchase stuff on Shopify. You can do stuff with the Spotify, Discord, Google Calendar, etc., etc. You can attach a database. You can integrate with Klein, all of this very, very easily, making this your era in Notion. The possibilities are endless, and you can transform Klein in your ManusAI. Even better than Cursor, which now you have to pay. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, consider to subscribe the channel, like it, and write a comment. Tell me what is your experience. Did you use other tools that I'm not aware of? Next, I'm gonna talk about OpenManus. OpenManus is another open source project which aim is to simulate Manus AI. I tried this tool, watched the previous video for that. In my case, specific case, for what I wanted to build, it didn't work and it gave me an error. I performed also the same use case that another YouTuber did, which was successful, by the way, and it didn't work for me. I'm not sure actually why. Probably because I used the API of ChatGPT for all, and it was advised to use Claude 3.7 Sonnet. I'm very curious to know why it didn't work for me. By the way, that is something that I've been developing to simulate exactly OpenManus. So go and check out that video to understand how to use it and to see it in action. Another tool that promised to do just that is Automate. Do you want me to try this tool and make a video about it? Let me know in the comments. And this is another tool that I saw that basically promised to be better than OpenManus. By the way, the purpose of this video was simply to say to you that you can use Manus AI, which soon will be with a paid plan, totally for free with Klein. Or at the limit, you can use Cursor. Cursor, by the way, is very good, but Klein can do the same, pretty much the same thing for free. This video was just made for removing the hype of Manus. People are thinking too much about Manus AI, like a breakthrough tool, but in reality, these solutions are already there. What should be the focus of you thinking about Manus is the fact that how the current tools that are already out there, they are wrapped to make something greater. So what we're gonna see in future more is the optimization of the best tool out there to perform the daily task. This is what is making more the hype. And that was the same reason why Cursor made its own hype at the beginning. Even though there were many other tools that did the same thing like Cursor. Cursor, even though does it a little bit better, I believe, in terms of efficiency on how it finds, it understands the code base, also client and windsurf of Codeium. Basically, all these tools can do the same thing like Manus. So I'm not sure why they're hyping so much this tool. Remember also we have a cloud code tool that was implemented that is exactly that. Just wrap it, use code, browser reviews, use different tools, and it does all together. Soon everybody will catch up and we'll see much this wrapper everywhere. But it is not an invention. It is just a wrapper of the current optimal tool out there. It's not worth the hype that is giving, to my opinion, especially because you cannot access it. It is the same thing that happened with Devin. They put Devin out at the beginning. You couldn't use it. You had to wait months to use it, and now it costs $500 something per month. And I believe that no need to use it. There are so many other tools. It is not accessible. I believe that the price to use those tools will be going to almost or zero, so you can use the best capabilities for free. If you like this video, subscribe the channel, comment, find time to support this channel to see more, to motivate me to make more videos and to be notified by my new videos. And see you in the next one.